you told me that it is not a big thing. The big thing is yet to come, and that is quantum computers.
The issue will be in the quantum computers. Definitely, you have to have facility one, but then a complete ecosystem has to come up. This
So
is
you are
not
telling me that we can test our blood pressure, blood sugar without any needle, but we can test it with only our camera. So today I am joined by Mr. Pradip Gupta, technocrat and ex-bureaucrat. He has served as the private secretary to the President of India, and he has also served as Joint Secretary of Border Management in Ministry of Home Affairs. He took VRS and founded a think tank, SAPI, Security and Policy Initiatives, and he is also mentoring few startups in AI and AR/VR sector. Currently, he is mentoring one of them, which is IVOT. We will talk about it. So, welcome, sir, to my channel. Thank you for joining us. So my first question to you will be that what is the quantum computer? In this age, everyone is talking about AI, but you told me that it is not a big thing. The big thing is yet to come, and that is quantum computer. So what is quantum computer, and why it is more efficient than AI?
Good morning, Vikramjit, a young graduate from the IMCC. It is my privilege to be in this podcast with you. You have selected a very wonderful topic, the AI and QC, which is the very important and very curious everywhere. People are watching this particular domain. As far as before I get on to the quantum computing, I'll just give a brief about the AI. Both AI and quantum computing is a nowadays which is come in public domain, but these words were existing more than 70 years, 50 years ago, during the World War II, when the computers were being discovered and be made. So quantum mechanics, quantum computing flows from the quantum mechanics. So AI was basically was an intelligence which is not human generated, but then artificially generated from the machines. So when you work in the AI, if you see the hardware of it, it is functioning in the semiconductor, that is 0, 1, 2 bit, that is binary, 0 or 1. So here the difference is that in the quantum computing, you have 0, 1 or both. So this is the, in AI, we have either yes or no, or means 0 or
No.
1. But in this case, you have 0, 1 or both. So when
Okay.
this is the three states that it's a combination. So there is a process of entanglement of the AI functions in the bits, that is binary bit, while the quantum computing functions in the qubits,
Mhm.
that is 0, 1
Okay.
or maybe both. And
Yes.
the qubits entanglement is a process where the qubit in one location and the other location are linked also. So if the qubit, and which can be very far away, but the qubit here changes, it affects the qubit in the other
Okay.
location too. So the issue is that the time required to travel is reduced quite. The complex mathematical problems, the complex formulas can be solved with the help of quantum computing in virtually no time. So this is the beauty
Okay.
of it. Though mathematically, theoretically, lot of things have been done, and people are very, very gung ho or maybe optimistic that it will be realized. Just like the AI thing, if you see, AI started in 50s early, just after during the World War II. There was a concept of it, but then we did not have the hardware of it. And after progressing for a decade or two in 60s, of maybe around early 70s, there was a, they call it AI winter, till early first decade of this century, 21st century. And then
Mm.
when the hardware came up, then the slowly the algorithm started developing, and now it is catching pace. So similarly
Okay.
for the qubit, if you see in the quantum computer, we have to have supercooled conductors, which is very complex and cannot be transported, cannot be made. Already one or two, three places this has been done experimentally. Google has done it. Other big tech players are also doing it. There are certain labs where it is in US, quite a few labs it is existing. In India, ISC is one of them, which is quite ahead of it. Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. So in
Okay.
the quantum computing, this is a major challenge right now. But maybe in 10 years from now, maybe to 2035 or so, what Pichai told in one of the conferences recently, that there is likelihood of quantum computing coming in the public domain, public use. But then that would be too late if we don't start right now. We are already late in this race. So this is the status of the quantum computing vis-a-vis the AI.
Okay.
Without getting into the deep of mathematics of it, and because it may not be of interest of so many people, but then advantages over the AI is that it is a very, very powerful thing. Like in one of the webinars we conducted in our this think tank some 2.5 years
Exactly.
ago,
Hmm.
2.5 years ago, wherein one of the founders of the GenMed quantum computing startup conceived by an Indian in, I think, Canada and USA. And he's must be around 30s. And in that, he gave a wonderful idea that why don't we in India, because I asked him a question like this, what you are asking, that how this can be
Hmm.
leveraged by India. Then he suggested that if the semiconductor design which is done, it is very, very complex because there are various layers, there are band gaps, and how the electrons and hole move in the semiconductor. I'm talking about the hardware, which is the basic building block
Hmm.
of any semiconductor chip used by AI or otherwise or anywhere. So in that, he suggested that because there are very complex formulas and which take a lot of time, maybe months. So he suggested that why don't we use the quantum computers to do these
Hmm.
calculations, the massive
Okay.
calculations, and then use in conjunction with the AI to design and predict a better composition of the semiconductor. So this way, India
Okay.
can leverage and patent a new semiconductor material or combination, and that can then be taken up for manufacture with any of the world best manufacturing setups like TSMC, Taiwan, or by Intel or anybody, because we don't have that facility in India right now. So if we wait for them, it will be a lot of time. But then,
Late
if
for
you
us.
do this way, you can patent that material and then manufacture it somewhere else. So this way,
Okay.
we'll be a major player in this complete ecosystem of semiconductor development. This is what's a
So
suggestion, and he told that the estimates will be roughly $400-500 million. What
okay.
will because quantum computing times you have to borrow from or maybe purchase from the quantum computing labs of the US or in Germany where it is existing right now.
And there is
Yeah.
also a temperature issue there. You have to maintain some
Yes, yes. So
temperature to,
these
yeah.
labs take care of those things because they have the
Okay.
facilities, they have the
Okay. Okay.
setup complete. For us to
So
create
as you are
one
talking,
will take a lot of money.
yeah. So
Yeah.
as you are talking about the quantum computer in India, so which place in India is best suited for the quantum computer development, or the quantum computer, which can we say that which can turn into a quantum computer hub in India, according
Uh,
to you?
Quantum
Yeah.
computing mission has been set up by the Ministry of IT and the government, and it is already conceived in 2023 or so, and
Okay.
already 6,000 crore rupees has been earmarked for that, and various four thematic hubs have been set up. One of the prominent one is IISER in Pune, which is taking up this particular work. But then the issue will be in the quantum computers. Definitely, you have to have facility one, but then a complete ecosystem has to come up. So ecosystem works will consist of the research institutions, because currently the work in the quantum computing has been done with the research state, maybe more at the conceptual stages. So you have to have research institutions, and also the resource, the workforce availability. Until you have both these two, and then third thing comes the capital or the investment and startup ecosystem. So the places, of course, I keep on top the Calcutta. That is one. Then we have, of course, Pune is there. You have Bangalore, Indian Institute of Science. Bangalore is a major player, and you have the ISI there also, Bangalore. Then
But why
you
do you
have
think Calcutta can be the quantum computer hub? You put it in top. Why?
Kolkata is I feel that is one of the best suited place because it has the research institutions. Prominent one is the Raman Research Institute, RRI. Then you have Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata. You have Kolkata University, Jadavpur University, as well as the IIT Kharagpur. Plus, there are
Okay.
private setups like TCG Crest and others also there which have attracted good expert scientists from world over. So you have the good collection of research institutions and the resources. So
Okay.
if there are some startups also, QRD Labs is there, which is basically integrating the research, academia, and other things for the quantum computing. So if one push starts, then you will find that a lot of traction will, because this is at the that very stage in the beginning only. It is not like in the IT sector. In the Bangalore, it has taken up Bangalore is known as Silicon Valley of India. So that stage is will come very later on. So just in the beginning, Kolkata is one of the best suited place I feel for quantum computing. Yeah.
Okay.
They,
So you
if you
talked.
see
Yeah. Yeah.
Indian Statistical Institute on 21st and 20th of this February 25, they are organizing
Mm.
one conference also. I'll tell you, the conference is known as uh, uh, the National Symposium on Quantum Information and Foundations, which is 2021 NSQIF, wherein academic papers, researchers, and the industry will get together in the Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata, on coming 20th and 21st of February. So these are things happening. Earlier, they had organized a global conference on quantum computing. So if such kind of events take place, it becomes a meeting ground. And then once you have the leverage of the research institution and as well as the resources, then because dedicated resources for the private sector may not come up immediately. Yes, there are QNU labs is there in Hyderabad. There are a few more setups there all over, strewn all over the India country. But at one concentrated place, I think Calcutta is a very good place suited for this. Yeah.
So we talked about basic maths. Told me that everyone should know the basic math in this technology driven age, or in the AI driven age, which we call. So why do you think that basic math is necessary to everyone?
Yeah, this is a very good question what you asked because I am myself associated with the startup, and what I see
Right.
that the at the big currently we have to what Nilekani told that we have to develop India as a use case capital. Yes, certainly foundation model is the aspiration, but it may take some time, and it will take a lot of research. But whatever is available, the ideas, the models available, let us adopt it to the industry uses. So this is one aspect of it, that the use case capital. Now for that I have to spread the ideas about the advantages of AI, and educate the people, like now if you see legal domain, if you see education, if you see any other domain, even art and culture. So
Mm.
once you do, the adoption of AI in, say, art and culture will take place, certainly. Uh, it is roughly 40-50% is the algorithm part of it. Rest is the domain knowledge, that is art and culture. So
Okay.
the basic mathematics means some idea of logical thinking. If it is because mathematics inculcates that ideas and that thought process. So if that happens, everybody in all other domains besides the AI will have some appreciation that how the logic works. and they will be better able to interact with the AI developer, that AI model engineers.
I
So
mean,
then,
they can use that humanities knowledge in with science and use it up in a better way.
yes, yes, because if you say humanities, you take history,
Mm,
art, and culture.
mm,
So a lot of information is there already, say in a course. So if it is all used as a data and then processed in a part of model, because standard models, or maybe you develop your own model from it. When because normally I'm talking of the predictive model. Yes, large language model too also, which are basically some in-house LLMs have been developed in India and are in the developing stage, but they are dedicated to the in-house applications only. So once it is there, you can pose any question to them, and the system responds. So this way, or you may have to do some prediction, or you may have to find a better solution to any specific issue. For the history, one concept, one interpretation is there, but if you put it a little differently, AI may suggest something else. So this is where, if the because the domain experts are domain experts. Without them,
mm.
the applications cannot percolate to other domains too. So that's why the domain expert, maybe humanities man, or maybe a doctor, or maybe anybody. So that's why I'm emphasizing that if there is some basic concept of the mathematics in a very attractive manner. It is taught right from the young ages of the
Age,
children.
yeah.
Like lot of time, you'll find the children a little uh, detestful of the mathematics. They are not interested. So we have to make the mathematics little attractive. In China, about 20 years ago or 25 years ago, I observed, because the people who were there, and then they used to share that their children are taught maths forcefully, and probably because of those habits and those tricks that happen, may not be that 100% Chinese was forced to learn the mathematics, but then it is an option, and a preferred option was there in the schools, etc. And now you see the DeepSeek has come out.
Mm-hmm.
DeepSeek is nothing but the what the Chat GPT had done. They Lang Wenfien, that founder of that company, or the scientists in that company, thought of an alternative, cheaper method to solve that problem, and it happened. So that's what the mathematics will force you to, think in that direction. So little appreciation of the domain experts is there. They will be better able to appreciate the concerns of the model AI algorithm engineer. So when these two things merge, or maybe the what we call in Hindi, ताली एक हाथ से नहीं बजती है, दोनों हाथ से. So both the things have to meet, and you will find that the use case development taking place like anything. And this is a very low hanging fruit as compared to the model development of large language model. Certainly, I'm not telling that you don't do, you must do, but
Mm.
then this also you do, because AI will percolate, and you'll find the advantages of AI, which is too many as compared to, because nobody will put money without advantage, getting advantage of that application. Yeah.
So now coming on the iWatt, the new AI startup which you are mentoring. So tell us a bit about that, how it is contributing in the soil testing sector and on which sectors it is working.
uh, AI what was conceptualized by Alok Tiwari, who has done his BE in computer science from NIT Allahabad, my alma mater, and then he did his MTech. He left in between the from IIT Delhi, and then his MBA from Iowa. And he consulted this startup roughly, I think, 5 6 years ago, and formally incorporated in 2020. And that started with the developing some as a service model for the AI, but then some products also now we have taken up. Though service model is there, but as compared to that, we have developed some products. One is the major breakthrough for us is that the AI what has developed a iTurb.
What is
ITERVE, which is
ITER? Hmm.
ITERV is an application mod for the app, what they call it.
Okay.
ITERV, ITERV app is basically for health applications, and wherein we record your information through looking at your
O-
face,
Okay.
and through the
So
while
so
you
it
look
can.
at the face with the camera of the
Hmm,
mobile, because for
hmm,
us the IoT is the most commonly available instrument equipment in everybody's hand, that is the mobile or the
hmm.
laptop. So if you look at the laptop camera or the mobile camera, it records in 60 seconds. They extract the data from your face, the blood flow through your face, which is happening, and that extract the PPG waves, photoplasmography, and the RGB data, red, green, blue data. Red is for blood flow, G is for heart, and B is blue for skin. So this particular data is extracted while the camera is focused on your face, and for
My
about 45
goodness.
seconds, 60 seconds, and it then predicts your blood pressure, blood sugar, lipid profile, KFT, kidney function profile, test profile, we liver test function test profile, as well as ECG.
Oh
We
my
are doing
goodness.
some more researches we are doing for the thyroid T3, T4, TSH values, and few more, because the research involves a lot of hard work. We have to take it first, make the model, then test it on various samples. When the model learns, then training is done, and thereafter when the training level in the prediction reaches 90-95%, then we deploy. This is the, and in between we seek the approval from the Central Drug Standardization Control Authority, that is CDSCO, Indian equivalent of FDA, US FDA. This is the way we have got the approval from the CDSCO for 12 vitals, that is hemoglobin, blood pressure, blood sugar, and a few more. So this is what we do. This
So
is
you are
not only.
telling me
Hmm.
that we can test our blood pressure, blood sugar without any needle, but we can test it with only our camera, which are recording us now with the mobile
Yes,
camera.
yes,
My
mobile
goodness.
camera. If you have a smart, because only smartphones have the mobile cameras. So
Yes.
we have modified it to that any level of camera, because whatever, there are various types of cameras in the mobile
Hmm.
in existing. So this ITER can adjust to any camera, except that
Okay.
while the recorded reading is being recorded, you have to be in a properly lighted up environment. You, because
Of
when
course. Of
camera
course. Yeah.
cannot see your face, you cannot do it. Hope you remember during the COVID, we were measuring through our finger SpO2, oxygen level.
Yeah.
So that is
Okay.
basically in a small clip used to put your finger, and then it used to measure the
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
oxygen.
Yeah.
So that is
I
the
have that
principle of.
machine. Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is basically the photoplasmography, where the blood is
Okay.
flowing in your finger, one point, and the blood flow through the color changes and the other parameters, the oxygen uh, dissolve level is extracted by the instrument. So this was a very, very handy instrument, maybe 1,000 2,000 rupees it was available, and this saved lives of so many people, so many people. So similarly, this particular ITER application will be a game changer in the sense that for the poor people, we are trying to keep it
Hmm.
very cheap. Like you
Okay.
subscribe, we'll say charge you some limited amount for a year, and you may take your reading 1,000 times. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So that data is there, and not only this, then we have a second part of this particular application is IMR, intelligent medical record. Like if you go to doctor, uh, doctor measures your blood pressure, or
Hmm.
maybe sugar, but that is instantaneous value what it is being measured. They check the blood sugar, and then they take the reading. But if you take the ITER and you are doing it on weekly basis for say 30 weeks, you are doing, or
Hmm.
maybe 20 weeks, it plots the graph, how your parameters, vital parameters are behaving. So doctor, when
Okay.
that you go with it to a doctor, he gets a totally different picture
Wow.
because
So you are telling me something which is going to change the health sector completely.
ha, yeah. And third thing, we are also integrating with the nutrition part of it. Uh,
Okay.
we have developed pattern. It is under the testing stage right now. That whatever food you eat, because if your vitals are captured, intelligent medical record is there with the system, then the nutrition system, like what breakfast you had in the morning, and what you ate in the lunch, whatever exercise you did, everything is being captured through mobile is following you.
Hmm.
Then it will advise you that these are the nutritional deficiencies you have, or maybe this much exercise you do, wherein uh, unlike the dietitian that who simply tells you eat this food, that food, it doesn't. We measure the potassium, magnesium, sodium elements in your body. This is the through this particular data only it is giving. And the food what you have taken, say you have taken a toast in the morning, egg and toast, so it will calculate the amount of elements what you have taken beside the energy requirement, and it will advise you that further in the day you are what you have to do. So, because nowadays you'll feel that youngsters are having heart attacks or
Yeah.
maybe heart fail also sometimes. So, it is basically due to neglect or the ignorance of these particular elements, sodium, potassium, magnesium. So, our focus has been that. So, if you take ITER, it is the combination of all these things: the
Okay. Okay.
vitals capture, intelligent medical record, and the nutrition. So, this is the way we are integrating it.
And
So,
what
not
about the
only this.
soil testing? Yeah.
So I
Yeah. Yeah.
not
Continue.
only this, there is another what we are working on the skin. So while we take picture of your face, you'll again see the model. That is a different application altogether, which is under the finalization state right now, and it is being trained on the data. It will
Then I should
tell
send
that
you a picture of my face.
no, you have
You
to
should.
show the camera of the mobile when
Okay.
you
Okay.
download it,
Okay.
and it will tell that how many wrinkles are there, what are the problems with your
Right.
face. So basically, for the uh, uh, better health of your face and the beauty, somebody may like to have. So it
Hmm.
will advise in that manner. Though we will not be getting into the product publicity, etc., but it will advise. Second thing, uh, certain kinds of skin disease we'll also working on it, especially skin cancer thing. That is where we are
Okay.
trying to get some data, and because everything will come with the data only. That is our idea on that, working on that. Yeah, regarding the soil health, the same what we have developed is that in this the soil picture is taken through the camera of the mobile, and it will give the soil health with the
Okay.
actually absolutely that what are the ingredients in it, and what should be done, which crop should be. So once you this also we will be launching very soon, in maybe coming first half of this year we are targeting, otherwise second half certainly, that you have to put in some data, like what crops, previous crops, what crops you want to grow. Then you have to take the surface soil 6 inches and then 18 inches, some small amount of soil, you mix it up, clean the soil from impurities, and then take a picture. It will instantly indicate that what is the health. This application also, if you go to in a remote place or in the rural areas, soil health card charges are roughly 4 to 500 rupees. We'll keep it far
Hmm.
lesser than this when we launch it. We are
Okay.
targeting.
So
That's
it
why
will
we
help
are
the
working.
farmers too.
Yes. So maybe it is literally nothing, peanuts. For you just you have to certainly take the surface soil 6 inches and 18 inches, and then mix it up, and that mehnat, that effort you have to certainly make, and it will give you the thing. So then
Thanks
it
a
will give
lot
that
for. Yeah.
what you have to do for the next crop. what water you have to use, and what manure or the nutrients you have to put in the soil. Exact we'll tell you, and it can be done
So
any point of time.
thanks a lot, sir, for taking me in the future world. For about 30 minutes I felt like that I am in the future, talking about quantum computers which can do multiple things at a time, and talking about that how a picture can detect my health updates, how a picture can detect soil problems, how a picture can detect my wrinkles, how it can solve my skin problems. I still remember that I used to have a pimple problem in my teenage days, though I am in teenage days right now also. But when I am in my school days, so I used to have this pimple problems. I used to think that there should be an app or a website which would detect the problem and which would tell me remedies for that. So it is happening right now. Probably my future generation will have this kind of technologies to use, and they will use it for their to improve their life. We will
Yeah,
join
because
you. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
certainly you have
yeah,
rightly pointed out the advantages.
yeah.
I just want to tell from this forum that there are a lot of naysayers. When I go to various AI conferences, talks,
Mm-hmm.
etc., people count that this will happen, that will happen, AI will come.
Mm-hmm.
I question them on few counts. That is one: if I am making any destructive application, it costs money. So until
True.
unless it is for the weapon system, that's okay.
Mm.
But the AI will control human mind. At least that is not in the. It is in the. I mean, world of fantasy only. Right now, one can imagine and think of it. But then, realistically, it is too
Mm.
far away. And the second
Okay.
thing, the most important, like we are taking a lot of time to finalize a lot of things, is the data purity, and getting
Yeah.
access to data is the biggest thing. And
You told me
if you
that you
see,
are, yeah, you are facing problem while collecting data. Yeah.
yes, so data collection, and in the soil, every
Hmm.
15-20 kilometers the quality of soil changes. So when I have developed the model must
Hmm.
know that this kind of soil is also, if it has not seen that particular type of soil, it will hallucinate.
True.
Hallucinate means it will indicate some absurd
Predict
result.
with, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that is where the issues come, and then it get, say, if you are putting only one type of data, it get biased with the other type of data. So this kind of
True.
things will always be there. So you have to be very careful on what models you are making it learn. So
True.
that's what
True. Okay.
is a very tricky part of it, and it's not easy. When you, all these things will require a lot of funds, lot of time, lot of efforts. So until unless you see the advantages of it, nobody will invest in that. So I say that the only the positives will come. There definitely negatives are there, but then negatives will be far less, and the positive will outweigh the negatives of it. So we must adopt AI, and what I again repeat, that India should be the use case capital development of the AI. We must see all applications, and it is not a mainstream player in the, when you adopt in the existing operations. It is a side player, but then nevertheless, it is very advantageous, where it will free lot of your efforts what you make, and certain things what you human minds cannot do. Uh, AI can
Hmm.
do, like processing large amount of data, and taking up so many complex calculations which is not there, and it can predict the trend. So like a
True.
prediction of traffic, that how
Hmm.
it happens that in this particular time, and it can very well be predicted with the traffic cameras, that traffic will increase in this and traffic will not increase in this time. So this is what AI will do in future times to come.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate your joining us. So it's a pleasure to talk to you. We will join you again soon as possible. So thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you, Vikamji. Thank you. Thank you to all your viewers. Thank you.